Okay, I think this is going to work for green screen. It's going to allow you to at least do the green screen, and then you can always kick these final videos out into another platform if that's what works easier for you. But I think this is going to work really well. It's very similar to Adobe Premiere in some of its toggles. So let's go through this. So let me just play you what I just built. There we go. Let's see if it'll run while we're videoing. Right, so like these flower petals going over my background images, and I have a black rectangle as the background, and then I have one of my images from my photo class, and then on top of that I have the video of the moving petals. So I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to show you how I built it. So I'm going to go back to my home. So this is what it's called. It's called Kapwing. And so I can start editing here, and you're going to go into click to upload. So I've uploaded a couple things. So I want to open up my green screen. I'm going to do these separately just so you can kind of see how they come in. You could probably open up multiples at the same time. So it seems like you would say add a scene, but adding a scene is almost like adding a new sequence or adding a chunk in your timeline. It's like making a new timeline. So that tripped me up the first couple times. So you're just going to keep hitting upload and then start to upload these other elements and things that you want in there. Now it's going to stack them like layers, and it seems like it's stacked in the timeline like layers here too, but that's untrue. So I am going to, where did I find that? It's over here. So you got to scroll down to your edits, and it's over here that you have to say send backward. So now it's actually behind there, even though it didn't change anything in the timeline. The layers are in your preview window here. So then the next thing is you want to click on this element in the timeline, go to your effects, and you're going to see all different things. So you want to go to chroma key, same as ultra key in Premiere. And when you click on it, it's going to automatically default to green if it's green. If it is a specific key color, then you can again sample and go into here and then choose that color as well. Okay, so I already have a key color, so I'm going to click on that. And then you have the other changes that you can make. So you can still adjust your threshold. It's a little more difficult to see when you're not in the timeline. There we go. So my green is pretty consistent, so you're not going to see much of anything when I slide these things. But when you're in yours and you actually sample your color, it's going to allow you to change all of your toggles and your sliders down here. So you might have to, change with your filming and see what that is. So I can say, okay, I'm going to adjust the green. I don't want to sample into more of that. Same thing with the threshold and the brightness. You can get a cleaner color. So you might have to make that adjustment depending on your background. I can simply click green, and I'm good to go. And now my petals are on top of my image. I did not like that there was a black background or something showing. So I went up here into elements, and I simply clicked on the rectangle, and I used this to stretch it out and give it some sort of background to fill in any of the gaps. And then again, we have to send this one to the back in order for that to happen. So now my layers are all stacked in the right order of what I want them to be, and you can see as I move through this, then my animation is going to work and I have a true green screen. So I would say try that out when you are all set with what your edits are. You're simply going to say export video. It's going to give you some options, and it's exporting already. It's giving you some other things, and I'm going to opt out of this and all the code. So you don't really necessarily need all the code. It's an export into your downloads folder, hopefully. Good luck. I hope that works. Let me know.